A busy man is seldom visited by idle friends. No flies fly to a boiling pot. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The more perfect a person is the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past, and the only person better you should be. This is who you are now. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Depression is a frozen fear. The first indication of stupidity is a complete lack of shame. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. If youth knew, if age could. Thought is action in rehearsal. Friendship is an art of keeping distance, while love is an art of intimacy. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. The best is always the enemy of the good. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Limitation in the possibility of enjoyment raises the value of the enjoyment. No mortal is capable of keeping a secret. If his lips are silent, his fingertips speak. Betrayal oozes from him through every pore. Happiness is a charged stream, fulfilled in majority. Every normal person is really only partly normal. A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. All family life is organized around the most damaged person in it. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or the best despair. A father's death is the most important event, the more heartbreaking and poignant loss in a man's life. We are never so defenseless as when we love, and never so helplessly unhappy as when we lose the object of love or his love. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Envy is destructive. Don't be tempted by it. Live by your own rules. Recognizing a problem is half the success in solving it. How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. The voice of the intellect is quiet, but it never tires of repeating, and listeners are found. In the small matters, trust the mind. In the large ones, trust the heart. A man is sometimes more generous when he has little money than when he has much, perhaps to keep from thinking he has none at all. The scope of one's personality is defined by the magnitude of that problem, which is capable of driving a person out of his wits. We seek more to take suffering away from ourselves than to gain pleasure. Nothing costs so much in life as illness and ignoring an illness. We are so made that we can only derive intense enjoyment from a contrast and only very little from a state of things. People are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. We do not randomly choose each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. The secret of the human soul lies in the psychic dramas of childhood. Get to the bottom of these dramas and healing will come. A joke makes it possible to satisfy a lustful or hostile instinct despite an obstacle in its path. You don't stop looking for strength and confidence outside, but you should look inside yourself. They have always been there. The energetic and successful man is the one who succeeds in transforming the fantasies of desire into reality. A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs his conduct in the world. We enter the world with loneliness, and lonely leave it. All adaptation is partial death, the disappearance of a particle of individuality. Without love, we fall ill. Time spent with cats is never wasted. Majority is the ability to postpone gratification. We adults don't understand children because we don't understand our own childhood anymore. There is no need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. History is just new people making old mistakes. Civilized society is perpetually menaced with disintegration through this primary hostility of men towards one another. Everyone owes nature in death. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. Which quotes you like the best? Share your opinions in the comments. Don't lose opportunity. Watch our next video. Thank you for watching.